I've been a day trader for less than a year. I didn't start trading until March of 2025, and my first ever trade I lost $2,000. And I didn't trade again until around July, August of 2025. And from then until the end of the year, I made $150,000 in profit day trading. And since then, I've kind of perfected the way that I like to trade in the market, which is scalping. And so from January until present day, I was up. Notice how I say it was. I was up $113,000 trading in January and February of this year. Now, this past week, obviously, if you've seen my previous videos or if you've watched me on the live, I've been going through some things which I have identified as an addiction to trading. To I don't know what the addiction is, but it is an addiction where I can't stop trading. But basically, I was up $113,000 for the first 2 months of the year, and in 4 days, I lost $71,000. Now, this was a reflection of a complete lack of self-control. That's why I'm saying it was an addiction. I couldn't stop. I was definitely revenge trading to the point where in my Robinhood account I had, let's say, $35,000. I lost $35,000, and in the same day I just deposited another 20 grand right from my bank, and I ended up losing that as well. And then I traded a little bit more throughout the week, and even though I was profitable, I couldn't control myself. I couldn't stop. I put hard limits on when I would stop trading. If I made 3K in a day, I would stop. If I lost 5K in a day, I would stop. I made 5K in a day and I kept going. I made 7K in a day and I kept going. And then I ended up losing 20K when my max stop was supposed to be 5. And so I'm trying to say this stuff to be as transparent as possible because, you know, when people ask me how long have I been trading and I say less than a year, and they, damn, you've been profitable and you've only been doing it for less than a year? Yes. But because I'm still new, there are basic rules that every other trader follows that I just ignored because I got to where I was by doing things that other traders didn't do. Right? I trade differently. I I thought I was able to manage my risk, but there's no reason I should be taking a $50,000 loss in one day. There's no reason. Especially if I'm up $113,000 for the year. 5K. Take the 5K loss, you're still up. You're still up 100 grand. You know what I mean? But that's with hindsight. That's when I'm not in the moment, and that's why I've identified that I have this addiction and this inability to control myself, which I actually take a lot of pride of. I pride myself in being able to manage my emotions and always being in control. And for the first time in my life, that was not the case. Um, and so, like I said, I've been trying to find a way to not let it happen again. Because, like I said, I set clear rules for myself and I just ignore them. Right? It doesn't matter if I'm up 5K a day, I'm still trading. It doesn't matter if I'm already down 10K in a day, I'm still trading. And again, this is all this past week since Tuesday. I've talked to family, I've talked to loved ones to try to get a different perspective and try to put things into perspective of why I'm trading in the first place because I don't need the money. But now I'm just rambling. So what I've decided to do is to take like a week off just to kind of reset. Um, Obviously, the way that I trade, the strategy that I use has been profitable for me and it's worked for me. And it was just this one small lapse of self control, this small lapse of judgment that I was able to lose $71,000 in a matter of 4 days. And I need to figure out what I can do if I do decide to trade again so it doesn't happen again. So I'll probably go on live and I don't know if I'll go on live and talk about it some more, but hello, Duck. Just trying to come on here and be transparent as possible. So Thanks for watching.